The budget for the film was $900 estimated. In the opening weekend, they got £2,493,020 in USA from the 10th of January 1993. It was shown in 620 screens across the world, well, mainly USA. The gross was $8,556,940 in the USA, and the filming dates were 28th of October 1991 to the 3rd of December 1991.
Firstly, quotes from reviews. These quotes were: incredibly bad and boring, mildly diverting horror, silliness, followed by dreadful sequels, the perfect high concept comedic slasher, and still Jennifer Aniston's best film. Also, a bad attempt at delivering comedic horror. That's a mixed number of reviews, but mainly bad, and it is a bad film because I've watched it and it was a bad film.
There are currently 6 films in the franchise at the moment, but there's going to be another one next year, 2013. The original was in 1993, directed by Mark Jones. The second one was in 1994. A third was in 1995. There was another one in 1997 called Leprechaun 4 in Space. Next one after that was in 2000, Leprechaun in the Hood. And after that there was the 6th one in 2003, Leprechaun Back to the Hood. And then the next one, they haven't given any details other than that it's made. The producers are WWE and Lionsgate.
What did it add to the slasher genre? Firstly, it brought 6 films. Not very good ones, but it still brought them across. Even though it was bad, if you are looking for a slasher comedy, this is the one for you.
In the film there isn't a final girl, which you'd thought there'd be in the slasher genre, but there isn't one. People might have thought Jennifer Aniston was, but she isn't. She's this Scream Queen.
Right, Scream Queens. Jennifer Aniston's the Scream Queen in Leprechaun, but she is not the typical Scream Queen. She's brunette, she's intelligent, and she's flat-chested. What you'd usually find in a Scream Queen is blonde, ditzy, and sexually active, but that's not what we see from Jennifer Aniston in this film.
To summarise the whole film and all the aspects covered in this podcast, we found that the film Leprechaun by Mark Hughes in 1993 was a good but unusual slasher film because it did touch on all the areas. However, it has its own lifestyle and style of showing the audience how things happen in the film. The weapon that is used in the film Leprechaun by Mark Jones in 1993 is that of a pogo stick, which is a very unusual but very iconic piece of weaponry because it shows imagination and creativity and the ways of using it. Also, there was only one killer, who was a little man with an ugly appearance, who was a leprechaun. The film Leprechaun by Mark Jones in 1993 has many bits of merchandise such as t-shirts and action figures of the cast starring in the film. It also has a fancy dress costumes. It has sold many copies of the DVD, which has made it a well-known slasher film, which has brought it millions to the franchise.
The identity of the film was Trimark and Lionsgate.